I'm Cliff Caprani. I'm cranky and I'm curious. I'm cranky because last year I paid around $1,000 for car insurance and only clocked up 9,000 kilometres. My friend Colin drove nearly 20,000 and paid a little over $1,200. We have similar driving records. There's something fishy about this whole business. I'm driving a frickin' smart car and I still reckon that I'm being hosed. I'm curious to know why and by whom. Then I read an article in the PAYD under the heading of Drive Less, Pay Less. The article goes into some detail about a novel scheme called Pay As You Drive. In essence, it ties auto insurance to distance travelled. The more you drive, the more you pay. Or the less you drive, the less you pay.
Today it's all about choice. Mac or PC, import or domestic. In fact, if you have a cell phone, you can actually pay by the minute. Pay as you drive is not unlike that, in that rather than paying by the minute, it actually allows you to pay by the kilometre. Our current system is a disincentive. Honestly, this once a year flat fee offers no inducement to drivers whatsoever to drive less. It's a bit like living in a town where all the restaurants are all-you-can-eat buffets. Once you've paid your money, you might as well go in and stuff yourself.
In this province, the average driver pays about $1,000 a year for car insurance. That $1,000 works out to be 5 cents per kilometre, because ICBC bases its rates on Joe Average driving 20,000 kilometres a year.
So how many of us drive 20,000 kilometres a year? Not many people that I know.
Actually, it's pretty simple. In year one, you pay the same amount as the previous year. Your broker will simply go to your car and take your odometer reading. Year two, your broker again takes your reading and you settle the account from the previous year. Let's say that Colin does another 20,000 and I do 9,000 in year one. Colin breaks even. I'd get a rebate of about $550. Year two, I choose to pay for 10,000 kilometres. Colin, he chooses 20,000. For now, Colin pays $1,000. I pay $500.
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. You're wondering, if people are driving less and paying less in premiums, will there be enough money left in the pot to pay out claims? It's been shown that when drivers are given a chance to save money by driving less, that they actually curtail their driving by about 10%. Claims also go down by about 10%, so everything comes back into balance. And the environment, well, the fact that there are fewer cars on the road means that there's less pollution.
You'll agree, I hope, that this is pretty compelling. David Cadman certainly thinks so. He's a Vancouver City Councillor. 5 years ago, he proposed, and I'm quoting here, that the City of Vancouver call upon the GVRD and the GVTA to call upon the provincial government to have ICBC introduce mileage/kilometre-based car insurance as a method of incentivising people to reduce overall usage of their motor vehicles. Unquote.
Incentivising? I don't think you'll find that word in the Oxford English Dictionary. Still, I think you get the drift.
It's time to speak to someone at ICBC. If they were smart, they would offer motorists a choice. Pay by the year, the current system, or pay as you drive. That way, auto insurance would be as simple as a cell phone plan. Trouble is, there's no choice in the marketplace. Insurance in this province is run by a monopoly. I talked to Adam Grossman, who is Senior Media Consultant with ICBC. He stays on message throughout the whole interview.
There was one in the UK recently with an insurance group called Norwich Union, which is based to a North American body called Aviva. And they actually introduced it and then disbanded the program within a year because the take-up from the customers was less than 10%. It's not a focus for us because it's not a focus for our customers. And what we've been doing recently is talking to them, and they've told us that they're looking for the factors more closely linked to crashes and having those drivers pay more for their insurance.
Adam says that there's no interest in pay-as-you-drive. I say bullshit. Holland, Japan and Ontario all offer this scheme. Just south of the border, around the Puget Sound area, a pilot project is underway as we speak. We need a pilot project right here, right now. We need 15,000 of you to participate. 1,000 in the first year, then 2, then 4, then 8. I'm looking for 14,999 of you to join with me in putting pressure on our provincial insurer. Go to our website, PAYD.mp4. Meantime, I'm off to Victoria. I suspect that the answers may lie there. Our provincial government created this insurance behemoth, and maybe it's up to them to change it. Wish me luck. I'm about to find out whether I'm David taking on Goliath, or that I'm Don Quixote off tilting at windmills.